With me, State Rep Alicia Reece, Democrat, Bond Hill. Alicia, let's get right to it. Will the Bernie Sanders delegates come out and vote, and not just delegates, but the millions of supporters across the country, will they vote for Hillary Clinton, campaign for Hillary Clinton, give their $27 to Hillary Clinton?
Well, I think they have to come on board. We've got to unite. The only way we beat Donald Trump is if the Democratic Party unites. But I also think it's important not only to have the Bernie Sanders supporters, but to also have the President Obama supporters and the President Bill Clinton supporters. So we're going to need all three as we go into this election in order to beat Donald Trump.
Obviously, you know, a huge African-American turnout for Barack Obama, the first African-American president, and no doubt that'll be the high percentage of votes that Hillary Clinton gets. But will you get the turnout? Will there be the African-American turnout, total turnout, for Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, I think that's the important question, because that's something that hasn't been discussed so far when we talk about both camps. We know that Hillary Clinton got almost 70% of the African-American vote in the primary, and our goal now is to get the vote out. And so the message, when she gives her message, it's very important that we're connecting with voters outside of the walls of just the convention, that we're connecting to folks that are watching it on TV and folks who are struggling to survive. But I think with the united forces of President Barack Obama and former President Bill Clinton, certainly I think we could get that vote out, but we gotta get the message outside of the walls of this convention, and that's why it's important for us to be united.
Alicia, one last question here. You grew up in a political family. When you were a little girl, did you ever think you would live to see or participate in the first African-American president, and potentially right after that, the first female president, as a woman now in politics, African-American woman in politics?
You know, I was always told that you could be anything that you want to be, but it was always this unspoken word of, but except for the White House. And for me to be able to come from, you know, a mother who came from the projects in Cincinnati, trying to get people out to vote, and my dad, who helped with the first African-American mayor, Ted Berry, to be able to actually see that we were able to go from slavery to the first African-American president, and I got a chance to vote for him and work for him in terms of getting the vote out. And now to have the first female nominee and to possibly go on, I hope, to be the next president of the United States, it really breaks the glass ceiling. And I think some of the resistance that we're seeing around the country is the resistance to that change. And I think that this represents breaking the glass ceiling and telling everyone that you have an opportunity to have a piece of the American dream. So it takes talk and make it a reality, but that reality comes with a lot of fights, because there are people who do not want to see this kind of change. That's the difference between our Democratic Party and the Republican Party.
Thank you very much, State Rep Alicia Reece. Enjoy the rest of the convention.